Hi, if you want to watch exclusive content with hot girls that you won't watch on YouTube, namely where Naruto roasts Kushina and Mikoto and many other hot girls without restrictions, then visit my Boosty channel at the link in the description. October 10th. Night. Parallel world. The Kyuubi here, but Yoko tried for a long time, but in vain, to break out of the seal cage. But now this day has come. The day when Kushina went into labor with her first child, and when the seal that held the tailed demon broke. Minato tried his best to fix the Fuan seal, but failed. The fox's chakra completely leaked out of the seal. Later, a body with bones in the shape of a giant fox formed, then the body became covered in fur and 9 tails formed. This was its final form. Within a minute, Jonin, Chunin, and military police were dispatched to try to contain the demon. Fugaku, father of 9-month-old Sasuke and 5-year-old Itachi, was given orders to subdue the tailed beast with genjutsu. As a last resort, Hiruzen decided to seal the tailed beast with the all-consuming seal, Fuinjutsu God of Death. At this time, Minato transferred Kushina with Naruto. Minato managed to hate the baby for being born, and moved to Hiruzen. Hiruzen-san, what is my plan? How to seal the Kyuubi? What? You won't seal him in Kushina, and there's no other candidate. Wait, stop, you don't want to seal him in Naruto, do you? We'll have to. There's no other choice. There is always a choice. And then an explosion was heard. The bomb of the tailed one passed through the houses, and it was not small in size. Minato threw a 3-petaled kunai not far from Kyuubi, and began to fold the seals of the God of Death, as the paw of the 9-tailed swept over the 4th Hokage, and he was transported to his house by Hiraishin, took Naruto, saying, "Be patient, my dear, now we need to seal the demon into him," the current Hokage said with hatred in his voice. And he was transported back to Kyuubi. Hiruzen was making the seals of the God of Death. He sealed the dark part of Kyuubi into himself, and the light part into little Naruto. Anbu arrived with Danzo. In this world, he turned out to be a kind, understanding person, not a militarist. Evil Minato started yelling, "Throw this demon into an orphanage. I don't even want to see or hear him. Minato, are you going to hand your own son over to an orphanage? What did he do to you? Do it, or you'll be counted as missing Nin. And give him the Uzumaki surname. No one should know that he's my son." Naruto's thoughts. Yeah, it's not going to be easy for me. My whole childhood is in shit again. And I'll have to start everything from scratch. Luckily, I at least remember the techniques. Hey you Zetsu or whatever your name is? What do you want? How about uniting as a team? Okay. I don't need to resurrect my mother anymore. She betrayed me. I take it you want me to share my power with you. Well, yeah. How do you move underground and make everything pass through you, and is there anything else you can do like with Obito? And that's let's be friends. Be friends? With someone who tried to kill you? You're crazy to suggest something like that. Come on. Let's have fun, Databeo. So tell me what techniques you know. Okay, as you said, I can move underground and hide my chakra at the same time. Make my body incorporeal. Well, now you can too. Just one wish and you are already incorporeal. I can grow my clones, yes, which can take over the appearance and chakra of another person. Plus, you have Mokutan, a useful thing. You got it from your ancestor. And now I think I'll rest and tell you about your other feature when you're 6. How can you sleep? Oh well. 6 years have passed. Naruto's POV. Over these 6 years, I have succeeded in many ways. I have improved my body, and I also have excellent chakra control. I have reached the level of a strong Chunin. I asked Danzo, who came to me and settled me in the dormitory where I lived in my world, to change my appearance. They dyed my hair, painted over the stripes, put lenses on my eyes. The image of a brunette with onyx eyes appeared. He looks like an Uchiha, only there is no Sharingan. Although why not? Just on my 6th birthday, Zetsu told me that one of my ancestors is an Uchiha, and that is why I have chakra channels in my eyes. At this point, I have a 3-volume Sharingan, Mokutan, Wind Element. I also asked Danzo to secretly join ANBU, to which he agreed, promising to arrange for me a sweet life with training. And Naruto. 1 year has passed. Naruto's POV. 1 year has passed. During this period of time I have managed to achieve a lot. The training made me several times stronger. I learned many wind techniques. I have a Manjikyu Sharingan, damn Zetsu arranged emotional torture. Mokuton with which is very cool. I've only been working in ANBU for 1 year, and I'm already ranked number 1. The missions I've completed are S39, A41, B74 ranks. Every ANBU already knows me and respects me. People called me Fox Kitsune. I met Shursui in my service, a good guy. I also took the last name Uchiha, because if the Hokage calls, it will be bad if he hears my last name. For all the missions, I earned a lot of money and bought a huge 2-story house. A modern house with 3 bedrooms, a spacious kitchen with a huge amount of equipment and accessories, with a cozy and nice living room. I also learned to cook and even very tasty. And as I began to eat there was a knock on the door. It turned out to be NBU. What do you want? Naruto-sama, Hokage-sama is calling you. Shursui-kun has been called too. Naruto just said it. Sorry Naruto-sama. Naruto. That's how it is. Okay, bye. And I started getting dressed. And Naruto. Minato's POV. This Naruto guy is interesting. Probably namesake. The strongest of all ANBU, even surpassed Shursui and Itachi. I hope it's not him. Hokage-sama. Oh, Shursui. Where is? And Minato. Naruto's POV. So I got dressed, all that was left was to get to the Hokage, and also Zetsu, create my face with white wood, i.e. create a mask. Okay Naruto. Crackling wood. Ready. Thank you Zetsu. Kamui. And I appear from the funnel into the Hokage's office. I see Shursui, activate the Manjikyu. I drag him into Tsukuyami. The world of Tsukuyami. What the hell? Where did you get the Sharingan? And what does the Manjikyu have to do with it? Speak up. Calm down, Shursui. The first is from such a crap, the second is my ancestor Uchiha, the third is from emotional impact he got the Manjikyu, the fourth is I'm telling you. I told him as I confessed. I see. What did you want from me? Can I pretend to be your Oturo and I-san? What? Why? Aya. If he finds out that I am his son, it will be bad. Okay, Oturo, hehe. Reality. Hello Hokage-sama. Oh, hello and I-san. At this point the Hokage was stunned. Wait, what do you mean and I-san? Are you brothers? To be continued. Naruto's POV. Hello Hokage-sama. Oh, hello and I-san. At this point the Hokage was stunned. Wait, what do you mean and I-san? Are you brothers? Yes, Hokage-sama. And Shursui didn't tell you. Shursui is busy with ANBU, that's probably why he doesn't tell you. Okay, nothing. I just didn't know that Kagami-san had a second son, and the strongest one in my ANBU. I can say with confidence that the clan can be proud of you. To reach such heights at such a young age is beyond comprehension. You flatter me, Hokage-sama. I just wanted to say that Kagami-san can be proud of his sons. Of course, thank you, but why did you call us? Yes, maybe we can move to my place and discuss everything there? I promised to come to my wife's for dinner, and I'll introduce you to her at the same time. I did it at the same time as Shursui, and he looked at me in surprise. Then he turned his head back towards Minato. By the way, Naruto, you can take off your mask. We're not going on a mission after all, and I also want to know my subordinate's face. Hi, Hokage-sama. I said, and the white spiral mask began to crack and then fell along the way, being ground into powder. Wow, you look a lot like my student when he was a child. That's nice to hear. Then maybe we should go. Yes, I will move us with the Hiraishin. Clear. So on the clock. Stop, we're late for dinner. Faster. Hiraishin, but jutsu. And we appear in the hallway. From the hallway there is a view of the stairs leading to the second floor. On the right side of the hallway was the kitchen. Actually, we did not remain calm for long. A young woman came out of the kitchen, smiling sweetly, but with all this smile it was clear that she was angry. All this was confirmed by the blood-red hair hanging over her head and divided into 9 parts, and the frying pan in her hands, which was flying at me. Kamui! Phew, if I hadn't made it in time, I would have died, and they said the cause of death was the frying pan. Yes, women are scary when angry, that's proof of that. Meanwhile, the woman was stupidly blinking her eyes and looking at me. Zetsu automatically covered my face with a thick layer of white wood, leaving only my eyes open. And in the holes were visible 2 demonic Manjikyu Sharingans. The pattern of the Sharingan is a 6-pointed star, like Sasuke's. When everyone recovered from the shock, Kushina began to speak. Oh, Kami-sama. I'm sorry. Minato, why didn't you tell me that you were bringing guests? This is what a human shield means. And I didn't even notice how I said it out loud. And Shursui the bastard giggles under his fist. Minato smiled a smile. Allah 32 is not the limit. Kamui. And from the funnel came out the very murder weapon that could have become. Hold on, Kushina-san. Thank you. And sorry again. She said the last words with a guilty smile. Stop laughing, Shursui. I could have thrown that frying pan at you. Haha, sorry, Otuto, you just said something, ha ha ha. I didn't say anything, and I-san. Hokage-sama? Yes, let's go to the kitchen, and just call me Minato. Okay, Minato. There was a table in the kitchen for about 12 people. At this table sat 2 girls and a boy. It seemed they were not limited to me. And to my surprise, at the table opposite the children, I saw Jiraiya and Tsunade. When they saw me, they immediately became wary. Oh damn, I forgot to turn off my Sharingan, and they perceived this as a threat. What can I say about the children? The girl is blonde, her skin is tanned, and her face is round, like her mother's, and her eyes are black. The second girl has red hair and slightly tanned skin and blue eyes. The boy clearly didn't like me, he was a blue-eyed blonde with tanned skin. And he just threw a kunai at me in front of everyone, which, accidentally, passed through me and hit the wall. Of course, I knew that they'd put a reward on my head, but 2 murder attempts in one day. Everyone looked in shock, seeing that the kunai had passed right through. What are you doing? You attacked ANBU. His sister said and slapped him on the back of the head. Menma, what are you doing? You can't greet guests like that. He seemed strange to me, and I didn't like his red eyes. Sorry, I forgot to turn off my eyes. Okay, we've closed the topic, sit down at the table. To be continued. Menma, what are you doing? You can't greet guests like that. He seemed strange to me, and I didn't like his red eyes. Sorry, I forgot to turn off my eyes. Okay, we've closed the topic, sit down at the table. Oh, hello, Jiraiya-sama and Tsunade-sama. Hello? Hello? How well do you know us, if you could recognize us by our faces? I know that you write books. With these words, everyone fell silent, and Shursui giggled. And Tsunade looked angrily at Ero-sanin. Probably, we need to help him get out of this. I know only one of your books. It is the story of a fearless shinobi, the most beloved book and the best. Yes, Jiraiya-sama. Why yes. Did you really like it? You can buy a few more books. Jiraiya. Stop throwing around your dirty books. Especially to an 8-year-old. Come, Are. Oh. Everyone turned towards me in surprise. Minato, why did you call me in Shursui? Shursui. Yes, that's it, I'm still silent. Naruto-kun, Shursui-kun. Let's go out, once we've eaten, let's get some air. Minato, what is it that you want to hide from us? Nothing like that. I just want to talk to them, Kushina. So they went out into the yard. You're probably wondering why I called you here. I need to kill one person straight away. A very bad one, a bastard in a word. His name is Naruto Uzumaki. And Naruto missed a painful blow to the heart. He thought why everyone hated him so much, but it turns out that the fourth has this effect on everyone. Why, Hokage-sama? Shursui shows that he is worried about his friend. If he lives, I'll have problems. Huge ones. We'll probably refuse. Why? Because he is among you. The mask fell off. The hair became light again. The blonde took off his lenses, and blue eyes became visible. You bastard! This cry brought everyone out of the house running. What happened? Minato! Eat! No, Kushina! Come home quickly! Tell me, who are you? We will not harm you. I know you won't hurt me. I am Uzumaki Naruto. Are you unhappy about something, Hokage? Minato, you said that our son died. I really did die, Dad. Tell me how I survived or was resurrected. Actually, I lied, but I helped him. I sent him a lot of money. He lies and doesn't blush. I wish I could do that. Stop it right now. Minato. You stop it. The children are sleeping, otherwise I'll remove the barrier and you'll be the one talking to them. Okay. Why did you introduce yourself as Uchiha? Well, because I have a Sharingan and my relative is an Uchiha. And I would like to remain an Uchiha, and I became good friends with one stupid Uchiha hehe. Shursui immediately leaned on the blonde's shoulder. What kind of Uchiha? Maybe you wanted to say smart and cheerful? Why yes, the smartest and www. Stop stuttering. Oh, okay. I think we'll go, Hokage-sama? Yes, get lost. And tomorrow you will guard my wife and children. I will not pay you. And if something happens to them I will. Yes, I understand you, Hokage. Don't interrupt me. Goodbye, guys. If you go to the quarter, say hello to Mikoto. Naruto, if you want, you can move in with us. Okay, we'll say hello. Kushina-san, I have my own house, you don't have to worry. But no. Let's go, Shursui. Well, let's go. We still need to go to Fugaku-san, to tell him that you bear and glorify the Uchiha family name. Yes, and I-san? And Naruto. You call me brother? Is it impossible? Well, you can. Ahem. You can go. Bye, son. Goodbye, Kushina-san. Minato-san. Shursui said happily. You wouldn't know he was an Uchiha by his cheerfulness. Goodbye, Kushina-san. Kamui. At the gates of the Uchiha quarter. Lead the way, Shursui. Okay, Ototo. First we'll go to my father, then to Itachi's father. Remember I told you about her? She's my cousin. And she works with us too, but you haven't met her. But she knows you well. She also has a younger sister, Sasuke. Okay, well, shall we go in Ai-san? Oh, by the way, let's tell Itachi and Sasuke that I'm your younger brother. Maybe they won't hit on us. Okay. Shursui's house. I'm home. Hello, son. Who's with you? Hello, Kagami-san. Father, we really need to talk. About him. Okay, I'll put the kettle on now and we'll talk. After 30 minutes of chatter. Wow, that's a story. It is what it is. The blonde said, shrugging. I didn't expect this from the Hokage at all. Who did you put in charge, Hiruzen? Okay, now you're definitely Shursui's brother. I always wanted Shursui to have a brother. Thank you, Kagami. To-san. Kagami stopped and smiled. Very sincerely and happily. This smile he gave to his wife and son, but very rarely. Father, we must go to Fugaku-san and Mikoto-san. Do you understand why? Shursui, I'll go with you. And don't try to persuade me. I'll introduce your brother to the headman myself. Oh, okay. Naruto, dye your hair with chakra and put on lenses. Already? Fine. Do you mind if I move us? Move it. Kamui. Do you know, Naruto, that your current relative also has the ability of the Sharingan Kamui? Yes, Obito-san, but we haven't met. I see. That's it, I'm knocking. Knock, knock, knock. Oh, hello, Kagami-san. Are you here to see Fugaku? Well, we can talk to him. But we are visiting you. Oh, Shursui-kun. Long time no see. Oh, Kagami, who is this? This is my second son, you don't know about him. Well then, come in. Fugaku, we have guests. Come in. Oh, Kagami, hello? Shursui, come sit at the table, don't be shy. Good afternoon, and who are you? This is my son, Fugaku, let's tell him at the table. Fine. After eating. Well, nice to meet you, Naruto. Mutually, Fugaku-san. Fugaku-san, can I ask you a question? Where are Itachi and Sasuke? They should be back any minute. Itachi is probably training Sasuke. It's clear. Door click. We're home. Hello Mom, Dad, Kagami-san. Oh, Shisui-kun and Naruto? Hi. Hello? Naruto, what are you doing here? While Itachi was saying all this, she managed to blush and look away many times. Itachi, Tusan, Otuto and I have come to your place for dinner. Naruto is your brother? Yeah. Wow. I didn't know. Itachi's thoughts. He's my cousin, so we're practically relatives. And I wanted to invite him somewhere. We haven't met before, have we, Itachi? Yes. Shisui told me about you. But he didn't say anything about you being his brother. Itachi looked at Shisui angrily with, oh, come on. Aren't you glad you have a cousin? I'm glad, but I just didn't know anything. Naruto, Shisui, maybe you could stay overnight with us? Of course, with Kagami-san's permission. I don't mind. Great. Children, go to bed. Boys, you too. Hi, Hoka. Oh. Sorry. Ha ha ha, na na ha ha ha, oh, you made me laugh. But Mikoto-san's request must be fulfilled. Gigi good. I'll lay out the futons now. Yes, Mikoto-san. To be continued. Commentary on Chapter 3 or Overnight at the Uchiha. Children, go to bed. Boys, you too. Hi, Hoka. Oh. Sorry. Ha 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 ha, oh, you made me laugh. But Mikoto-san's request must be fulfilled. Gigi good. I'll lay out the futons now. Yes, Mikoto-san. Our beloveds were put up for one night in the clan leader's house. Naruto wasn't against it, but he wasn't enthusiastic about it. Shisui had the same opinion as Naruto. Itachi was happy that her lover would spend the night with her. However, that night her futon was stolen, on which the blonde had to sleep. The girl was also upset by the fact that Naruto was her cousin. But later she came to terms with it, because she believed that if she loved him, she would never stop loving him. And that night I decided to watch the sleeping blonde. Well, it seems like everyone is asleep. I'll go to the hall. And she began to open the door, as Itachi's younger sister had already walked a little way in. Na-chan? Why aren't you sleeping? I'm going to drink some water, and what about you? Well, I was going to drink too. Come on, go, little one. Good luck, sis. Hee hee. Get out of here. Here she is already making her way into the living room. She hears calls, but it is not clear what these calls and moans are. Now she is already entering the living room, sees Shisui with earplugs in his ears. And she heard something she did not expect. Ramen. Ramen. I'll spend the rest of my Hapu with you. Ramen? Well, you'll have ramen. Would you mind if I lie down with you? Snoring, twitching. That's what I thought. And she lay down next to our hero, looking into his face. Morning. Everyone woke up, washed up and wanted to go to the kitchen. And the kitchen has a beautiful view, though it was on the living room where our hero slept with Itachi. Naruto was placed behind Itachi, nothing special, and buried his nose in the back of her head, inhaling the scent of her hair. Mikoto, the mother of 2 daughters, was the first to enter the kitchen, saw this picture, smiled, and began to prepare breakfast. Fugaku arrived later. He was not surprised by anything. He knew that Naruto was not their relative. Fugaku would be very happy if they started dating. He thought ahead, about strengthening the clan at the expense of strong children. Sasuke came in after him. She envied Itachi. Get up, Itachi, they're looking at us. Itachi stood up, rubbed her eye. She saw 3 pairs of eyes looking at them, and blushed. Sorry, Oh, okay, I don't mind. TT, thank you? To this he simply nodded, rubbed the bridge of his nose and turned towards Shisui. Sleeps like a bear. Shisui, get up for us to the Hokage. What are you yelling about? I'm getting up. Why to the Hokage? To protect his children and wife. What a dick! He gave me extra work. Isn't it an honor to protect the children and wife of the Hokage? No. He hates me. Why? Sorry, too personal. Sure, Sway, let's go. Maybe you should eat? After all, you shouldn't guard on an empty stomach. Do you want Sure Sway? Yes. And you, Naruto? I can block the need for food. But I wouldn't be against it. Then let's go to the table. After breakfast. Well, what do you think? Very tasty. Okay, Mikoto-san, it's time for us to go. Thank you for the food, for the shelter. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. Come on, good luck. Sure, Sway, shall we go? Yes, let's go. Kamui? At the threshold of Krina Hokage's house. Knock, knock, knock. Hello, Naruto, Sure Sway. Hello, Kushina-san. Okay, come in. Naruto, before you begin your duties, I will give you a test, or rather, a fight. Follow me to the training ground. Well, that's a responsibility. Well, let's go. After all this walking. Here we are. In fact, it was a huge training ground, with stands where the residents were. It doesn't look like a training ground, more like an arena, but really. The arena itself was surrounded by a 2x2 kilometer barrier. The barrier is strong, probably Kushina's. Minato is talking to some man, probably a judge. Spectators. Now there will be a fight between Minato Namikaze, the fourth shadow of fire, and Naruto Uchiha. He can't handle the Hokage. Hokage, show this Uchiha. Damn, he's going to die. He doesn't have a chance, heh. It will be funny to watch him die. Obito, this is your relative, do you know him? No, Rin, I don't know. It will be interesting to watch the fight. And what did ours and Minato-sensei disagree about? I'm also curious, Obito. I doubt that Uchiha will defeat Minato-sensei, no offense. No offense, Kakashi. I doubt he'll win either, but what if? So I will announce the rules. There are no rules. This is a fight to the death. If the opponent decides to let the opponent live, then the fight will stop. Please stand opposite each other. The fight will begin on the signal. Fight. The signal was given and Minato rushed into battle first. First we engaged in taijutsu, where I dominated him without the Sharingan. Then he used techniques. Rasengan. He created a Rasengan and ran through me. Everyone's jaws dropped and didn't want to rise. What, shall we start with techniques? Good. Planetary Rasengan. A giant Rasengan appeared in his hand. Minato shook, but he collected his feelings and decided to leave instead of attacking. Kaige Bunshin no Jutsu. Wind Release, Rasen Shuriken. The technique began to form when a voice sounded. Naruto, how about we start with something interesting? Summon the Geto statue and use Edo Tensei. You want to summon the Kage and the Biju? And you don't feel sorry for him at all, haha. The ANBU, Hokage, advisors, residents and the rest froze when they heard about the Geto statue and the Biju. What do you want to do? And who is this? Setsu, get back in, you're scaring people. Yes, Naruto, maybe we should at least take over your village? No, that's not interesting. Okay. Summon, Geto statue. A lot of smoke appeared. The wind blew the smoke away and revealed a very large wooden statue. On its head stands a masked man with a Sharingan, and in his left eye a Rinnegan. The Rinnegan appeared with the help of adding chakra from the Biju he had recently befriended. Where did you get the Rinnegan? This statue? And what do you want to do with Konoha? It doesn't concern you. And I don't need Konoha. I want one thing, your death. Release all the Biju. The mouth of the head widened and chakra began to come out of it. As a result, 9 Biju stood in front: Shikaku, Matatabi, Isabu, Son Goku, Kokuo, Saiken, Chomei, Gyuki, Kurama. Minato had tears in his eyes. He realized how much he wanted his son back and to pay him much attention. He loved him again, and wanted to beg for forgiveness and not kill him. Son, forgive me. I was wrong. Naruto got angry. Let's move to the stands. Tribunes. There are all the Biju there. He will kill the Hokage. Damn, the Hokage is a weakling. He'll lose to him. Who is this guy? He will crush the fourth. Kushina. Oh no, Minato. Naruto, spare him. Where did you get the Geto statue from? Danzo. Ugh, Naruto is furious. I wonder if he'll kill Minato or not? Probably yes. Fugaku. Damn, he really is damn powerful. To have the Rinnegan. The Geto statue. He will bring glory to our family. And I feel a little sorry for Minato, to die from the one you sealed in your own son. Jiraiya. Damn Minato! He underestimated Uchiha. Even too much. He can wipe Konoha off the face of the earth, but judging by the talk, he won't do it. If I could help my student, I would do it right now. You have to have a statue of Geto? And the Rinnegan, even though it's just one. Minato, what did you do to him? Tsunade. Damn, this guy is stronger than everyone in Konoha combined. I'm sure this is just a tiny fraction of his power. Minato has no chance. I can see how worried Jiraiya is. Where did he get the Geto statue? He can definitely compete in strength with my grandfather and Madara. Kakashi. Damn, who is this man? He'll crush Sensei. He'll even break through the barrier at this rate. I see it's no problem for him. Sensei clearly underestimated him. And what kind of statue is this? Sensei, survive. Upholstered. Sensei is screwed. Rin. Minato Sensei. The Uchihas are strong, of course, like Mayabito, but he surpasses everyone I know. Surrender, Minato Sensei, please, he will kill you. To be continued. Commentary on Chapter 4 or Naruto and the Under Hokage Fight Part 1. Sorry for being late. I hope you like it. Waiting for reviews. And in the end there will be a Naruto/Itachi pairing. Chapter 5 or Naruto and the Under Hokage Fight Part 2 Well, how do you like it, Minato? Come on, show how strong and fast you are. Justify your status as the yellow lightning of Konoha. The blonde said while in the barrier. The Bijou who were just standing there began to form a tailed beast bomb. At first, 9 medium-sized bombs were created, then all the bombs turned into one giant-sized bomb. I thought you'd resist. You're a weakling and a coward. Tailed beast bomb. The 4th Hokage threw the kunai far from the explosion site. The bomb was rushing towards the Hokage. If it were just a little bit faster it would have hit him, but he teleported away. Horation! The bomb rushed towards the barrier. The barrier began to crack at the seams. It was considered the strongest, even stronger than the armor of the Susanoo. It seemed that now it would break through the barrier and rush towards the stands and explode, but it flew upwards, breaking the upper layer of the barrier. The ball did not fly for long, rose to a height of 58 meters and exploded. A strong earthquake began. A large fire cloud was visible. All the caretakers stood as if struck by lightning. Probably everyone imagined what had happened to the 4th. There were huge gusts of wind, ready to tear out trees by the roots. The stands creaked. The twitching of metal was heard. Minato was tired. He was ready to give up, but things got even more interesting. How are you? This was just the beginning. What do you mean by this? Nothing. Sage art of wood element, 1,000-armed truth. Tsunade was the first to come to her senses. She recognized this technique. Jiraiya, he has Mokutan. He's going to make my grandfather's technique, a statue with 1,000 arms. He's going to destroy Minato. We have to stop the fight. Who is he? Let's run to the judge. Who's that running there? Kushina. What a fool! A huge Buddha statue was formed, with 1,000 arms on its back. This is the most powerful technique of the first Hokage and Ashura. Goodbye, Minato. Here one of the hands on the back clenched into a fist and flew to hit the enemy. She was already close, but a woman's scream was heard. Naruto, please don't. Why? There was silence in response, and the hand stopped. A little more and the statue's hand would have pierced the woman's head. Zetsu, create a clone and take them away. Yes, Naruto. 2 white entities began to emerge from our hero. They ran to the Hokage and his wife. Well, they seemed to be unconscious. The blonde one with chakra depletion and scratches and cuts. She just passed out from emotional stress. Oh, okay, let's go. And the statue began to fall apart, and a guy jumped off it. And so they reached the end of the barrier, which was asleep. Everyone looked at the unconscious Hokage and his wife. They thought that he killed the Hokage and his wife. Hokage-sama! Give them here! Oh, ANBU. You only decided to come now? Anyway, take this trash, I don't need them. How did you? Keep your mouth shut. Have you seen his strength? He can raise everything here to the ground. Dash. The ANBU had already taken the bodies and were about to bring them to their senses. Minato was brought in first, then he ordered not to wake Kushina. The judge shouted at us and started talking. As a result of the battle, the winner was Minato Namikaze. And Uchiha Naruto lost shamefully and vilely. Shame for even trying to be equal to the Hokage. After these words, anger and rage mixed in one bottle. I felt something in the area of the back. Sharingan began to twist into a six-pointed star. Something slowly began to come out of the back slowly. Later, wooden and long spikes came out of the back in one fell swoop. The mask began to whiten. Everyone started shaking with fear. The judge stopped throwing mud at the dark-haired man. Well, go ahead, talk. Naruto began to speak, crossing his arms over his chest and looking up at the stands. Like Uchiha Madara, flashed through everyone's minds. And nothing. I'm so sorry. You can go, the fight is over. Thank you? Hey you! What did you do to Mom, you bastard? I'll beat you! Everyone thought that was it. The guy had gotten into trouble. Do you want clones with or without Susanoo? Everyone is in shock. Everyone started to be afraid of the boy. I'll GG go. Go, coward. The boy ran away, sobbing. Let's go. There's nothing left to see here. So, if you don't have work, I'll add it. All the people began to disperse except for the ANBU, the Uchiha, and Minato's team. Who are you? I'll get you now. A Chunin ran out from around the corner. But no one had time to stop him, as the blonde unsealed his katana and spoke the technique. Blade of the Flying Thunder God. And Naruto quickly, but not fatally, wounded the Chunin's side. The latter fell to his knees and let out a cry of pain. Rin, heal him. Yes, Obito. Naruto, why did you do this? Stupid question, Obito-san. He wanted to attack me. Well, the wound is not deep, he will live. If he doesn't attack without reason. Yes, Rinchan, you are so beautiful and smart, let's go to a cafe, and then we can come to my place. What did you offer my wife? I'll kill you myself, since Naruto didn't do it. Calm down, Obito. Anbyu, take him away. Eat. And then Naruto, forgive me. It's all my fault. Go back to your family. This is not up for discussion. Hell, what makes you think I'll return to my family after everything you've done? I order you, you are just a demo. I see. Naruto, wait, I wanted to say that you are demonically smart. What a little bastard. Minato, it's your own fault for abandoning him. Now he's an Uchiha. What? He won't be an Uchiha. Because he's already an Uchiha. He has the Manjikyu Sharingan. His ancestor is an Uchiha. Therefore, he will be an Uchiha if he wishes. You're going too far, Fugaku. Not at all, Minato. Although, you have fallen so low that you cannot be called by your name. Damn Uchiha. I will move you far from the village, and you will have no power or rights. You are not the Minato I knew. Afterwards, everyone went home with different opinions about what happened. Minato was furious. He was ready to rage. As he entered the house, his wife met him. He yelled at Kushina. She ran away in tears. He looked at the children with anger. The girls dropped their cutlery, and the boy swallowed looking at his father. With a roar, he went to his office. Naruto went to visit Fugaku with indifference. In fact, the latter was glad that the boy often came to their house. Itachi was just home and cooked ramen. Naruto looked at her in surprise, and he decided to eat it. He couldn't hurt her. Besides, the blonde liked her. Kakashi was thoughtful. There were many questions. Why did Minato-sensei invite Uchiha to the family? Who was he? Where did he get Mokutan? And so on. Rin didn't have time to think, she was preparing food. And Obito thought a little about the dark-haired Uchiha. And he paid more attention to the Chunin who was climbing on his rin. He regretted that he stopped a possible relative from killing the Chunin, but he understood that this was fraught with consequences. My rin! Commentary on Chapter 5 of Naruto and the Under Hokage Fight Part 2. Sorry I didn't post it yesterday. I was too lazy then. Write ideas and possible scenarios of events. Leave comments. Chapter 6 or Attack on Kushina and her children My rin! Obito, I'm yours. Explain why you're yelling, what happened? Morning. Naruto, haven't you forgotten that we need to go protect the Hokage's children? Sure sway? Do we really need it? Yes, it is necessary. I went to the Hokage, he said that it is necessary. Okay, wait for me a little. After that, Naruto put on black pants, a dark t-shirt and a black cloak. Later, he twisted a spiral mask with a mokuton. He didn't want to show his face. Now he's already dressed and goes into the living room. Naruto, I wanted to ask you something. Yes, father? Kagami. Would you like to join the Konoha military police? I'm not insisting, but we could use someone like you. Well, I don't mind. Only now I'm going with Shursui to protect the Hokage's children. Yes, go. Good luck, Shursui, Naruto. Thank you? Thank you? Okay, Shursui, shall we teleport? Yes. Okay. Kamui. Shursui knock. Knock. Hello, Shursui and Naruto. Hello, Kushina-san. Come in. By the way, Naruto, I'd like to talk to you. Okay, Kushina-san. Children, we have guests. Just not Dad. Girls, calm down. What happened? Naruto, there's something. Well, he got mad because you refused to be his son. He yelled at me and slapped me. He became a monster. And Minato? Oh, and I warned you. Get out of my house and take your daughters. You're a monster. Minako, Maki. Yes, Mom? Get ready, we're leaving. Shursui, Naruto. I'm dismissing you from ANBU. And you're no longer guarding. Pfft. In 10 minutes the girls had already packed all their things into suitcases. Naruto, although he had nothing else to do with them, couldn't just stand there and look at them. Are you ready, children? Yes, Mom. Where are we going? I don't know, girls. Kushina really didn't know where to go with the children. She couldn't go to Mikoto, she had her own family, and by the time she got to the hotel she could be grabbed and raped. Meanwhile at Naruto. Wow, I didn't expect this from the fourth. Well, to kick out your children and wife. Yes, Shursui. You can expect anything from the fourth. Naruto, so will you join the military police? I have a patrol around the city now. If you agree, I can take you with me. Yes, I agree. On a vest, turtleneck, pants, protector. Thank you, Nai-san. 2 minutes have passed. Father, Naruto agreed to join the police, but here's what worries me. Don't worry, Shursui, I'll ask Fugaku so that the clan doesn't pester Naruto with requests. And they won't, Father. Shursui, let's go. Yes. Otuto. And the uniform suits you, as does the mask. Why are you so secretive? Are you really afraid that girls will hit on you? Shut up, Shursui, and let's go. Okay. Meanwhile, Kushina. Oh, okay kids, let's go. Here Kushina, Minako and Maki were halfway to the hotel when they too were grabbed by drunk Jonin. Hee, we're lucky, hic. This is the Hokage's wife and daughters. Let my children go. Don't move, or you'll never see them alive again, hiccup. Let's have some fun with them, shall we? Let's sleep, hic, first with the first, then with the small hic. Meanwhile, Kushina was placed on her knees, her hands were tied very tightly. If you dare to make jokes, we will fuck your children to death, hiccup. Kushina's heart sank. At the same time, she was pressed against the wall, her panties were taken off and thrown away. As one Jonin had already unbuttoned the width, he quickly changed his mind. A terrible, heavy, murderous ki pressed down on everyone. Even Kushina didn't have one like that when she was angry. At the beginning of the alley, two red eyes appeared. The jonins immediately began to squeak. The ki was pressing so hard that I wanted to merge with the wall. The sound of birds was heard in the alley. It became clear that this Uchiha had a Chidori in his hand. His head was covered with a mask with Tomo in his eyes. He was wearing a turtleneck with the Uchiha crest on his shoulders. The vest also had the clan crest. He was also wearing pants and blue shinobi sandals. Controlled by Chidori Nagashi. The Uchiha covered himself in lightning and struck the ground, but he controlled the direction of the lightning. The lightning touched and wrapped around the shinobi. How are you? I hope I made it in time. And Naruto? Thank you. Get dressed. And Uchiha handed over him underwear. The woman blushed. The children stood, looking with admiration at their savior. Naruto approached them. Didn't they do anything to you? And no thank you. It's okay, it's my job. Naruto, I heard lightning here. Shursui, Kushina-san was attacked. Take those jonins. I'll see them off. Yes. Kushina-san, where were you going? Well, I was going to the hotel with the children, since I had nowhere to go. Listen, I can put you up at my house. It's big. I don't insist. We agree, thank you. Okay, Kamui. To be continued. Commentary on Chapter 6 or Attack on Kushina and her children. Hello everyone, friends. Here is the new part. Waiting for your feedback, thank you. Chapter 7 or Cloud Problems Well, listen, I can shelter you at my home. I'm not insisting. We agree, thank you. Okay, Kamui. Hokage's office. Hokage-sama. Spill it. They tried to rape your wife and daughters. These were 3 of our jonin. Well, what happened? I don't care about them. Well, that. They were saved by a police patrol. Naruto Uchiha and Shursui Uchiha were in it. Damn Uchihas. We should have killed this boy when he was born. Okay, anything else? Hokage-sama, as you know, we have a conflict with the Cloud. In short, they declared war on US. What? Cloud. It can only develop at the expense of other villages. Necessary. What happened, Minato? Yes, tell us what's the news? The Cloud declared war on us. Cloud. You haven't played enough again. I think they want to steal the Sharingan and the Byakugan with the Rinnegan. We can't allow that. Danzo, calm down. We won't allow the theft of the dojutsu. Besides, we have a trump card. Do you want to use Naruto? Yes, Danzo. Everyone has seen what he is capable of. He can destroy villages only if he wants to. It would be a sin not to use his power. And we will sit in the village and wait until everything settles down. And when he comes back tired, we will have to declare him an S-class missing nin and put him behind bars for life. And always use his power and never let him out. What are you planning? Why are you treating him like this? What is the reason? You even abandoned your wife and daughters. You are trash. Shut up. And you think he won't get out? Ha! I won't be surprised if you can't hold him off for even 10 minutes. Guys, have you heard? Looks like a war is about to start. Where did you get this information? Or is this your fantasy? Yes, it's true. Rumors are going around that we've started squabbling with the Cloud. Something about food I don't remember. Maybe it's true. Cloud fought with us before. I wouldn't want a war to start again. I agree. I am more afraid for the children who will go to the front lines. In Ashura's reincarnation house there were people like Itachi, Kushina, Minako, Maki. Hello, Naruto. Oh, hello, Kushina-san, Minako-chan, Maki-chan. You didn't say you were bringing guests. Yes, sorry, but circumstances forced it. Oh well, come into the kitchen. Hi. Everyone went to the kitchen. The current Uzumaki family was surprised by how spacious the kitchen was. It had enough useful equipment. By this time, everyone had taken their places and were waiting for Itachi to bring the dishes. And Itachi cooked onigiri dash. After the words, itadakimasu, everyone began to eat. After the food was finished, Naruto told what happened, that he offered his mother and sisters to live here. But what was Itachi doing at Naruto's house? The Jinchuriki said that they were not blood relatives. And Itachi decided that this was her chance, and she confessed her love to him. She was afraid that he would refuse and that their feelings were not mutual, but she wanted to get this stone off her shoulders by opening up to him. Naruto liked her, and he replied that he loved her too, and offered to date. But with one condition: if she moved in with him. She, in fact, was not against it, but was shocked by such an offer. He didn't force her, but it would have made him feel better. Itachi's parents didn't mind, so they allowed her to move. Sasuke chuckled at the scene on the threshold of the house when Naruto and Itachi said goodbye to their parents. Itachi, like in childhood, hugged Sasuke and touched her forehead with her fingers. That's how they lived together. To be continued. Commentary on Chapter 7 or Cloud Problems. Hi guys. Sorry there was no chapter for a long time. The chapter turned out to be small, because the author is lazy. Also online studies, etc. Onigiri is a Japanese dish consisting of unleavened rice folded into a triangle, or ball. It is usually filled with a filling and wrapped in a dried seaweed sheet. Chapter 8, or the strongest genin Morning. Everyone greets it in their own way. Usually, before Itachi and Kushina, Minako, Maki moved in, Naruto would get up at 5 in the morning, do his water procedures, eat and get ready for the mission. Now, with such female company, the morning would be unusual. Naruto got up earlier than everyone else out of habit. And he decided to make breakfast for everyone, since he got up earlier than everyone else. After getting dressed, he quietly left his room and went to the kitchen. 20 minutes have passed. In 20 minutes he prepared 5 miso soups, 5 cups of rice, 5 mugs of green tea. Having laid everything out on the table, he went to wake everyone up. More precisely, he simply decided to shout at the whole house. "Get up, breakfast is ready!" Naruto shouted. From one room after such a scream, a rustling sound was heard. Afterwards, all the residents of the house came out of the rooms. "Hello, how did you sleep?" Naruto asked with a smile. "Hey, okay, before someone wakes you up," Minako mumbled. Okay, sit down and eat," the owner of the house waved him off. After breakfast there was a knock on the door. "Hello, Shursui. Why are you here so early?" Naruto opened the front door. "Hello, Naruto, I hope I'm not disturbing you? Hokage-sama is calling us, so he came for you. By the way, Fugaku-sama was also called." Shursui calmly answered the question. Why Fugaku?" "I decided to find out what was wrong, Naruto." "How should I know?" Shursui shrugged. "Okay, you go, and I'll be there soon," Naruto said. "Come on." Shursui said goodbye. "What did he say?" Itachi asked. "The Hokage is calling us, him and your father." He explained the reason for the relative's appearance. "I'll go with you," she stated rather than asked. "Okay," Naruto agreed. Meanwhile, in the Hokage's office. "Minato, why did you call?" Fugaku started with business. "I'm demoting Naruto to the rank of genin and sending him to your daughter's team." To be continued. Commentary on Chapter 8, or the strongest genin. One page. I know little about this, but inspiration has run out, you simpleton. Chapter 9, or still not a genin Idiot, moron. Fairy tale dupe. Scoundrel, that's who Minato classified Fugaku as. Haha, genin? Ha ha ha, I've never heard of such humor. To my daughter? To the team? Ha ha ha, oh I can't. Do you even understand how he will react to your decision? He will smear you on the wall, Hokage-less. The police chief stated, choking and hitting the Hokage's table with his hands from laughter. Well then, I'll leave him as an ordinary jonin, nothing more. He knows too much information. Minato announces discontentedly under the mocking face of Fugaku, who, by the way, manages to keep a poker face. But no one notices that Shursui is standing behind the door, eavesdropping on the entire conversation. From everything he concluded that, Naruto will no longer work in ANBU, and he will be paired with another person. He was not happy with this, but he could not openly go against the Hokage. After all, he had been in service with Naruto for a long time, and Itachi was as far from their teamwork as Maiboku. But Naruto would not want it that way, otherwise half or more of the males would die a heroic death. A little off topic, heh. In general, Shursui did not want anyone except Naruto, as a partner, naturally. After all, he did not know anyone except Naruto and Itachi in ANBU. Kakashi, does not count. He was under the leadership of the fourth, and Shursui was under Danzo. But he wanted him less, since he knew that he was not a man of punctuality. Oh, well, yes, there was another Obito, a nice guy, but he left work because someone politely asked him, as he himself said, "Don't think of Obito as a henpecked husband, he's just filled with love for Rin, and that's why he does everything she wants, and such a..." Now he decided to go into the office. "Hokage-sama, Fugaku-san, hello, I have arrived." Shursui greeted the elders. "Hello, Shursui, here's the thing, your partner decided to leave ANBU in your team, because he doesn't like being side by side with you," Minato said with a smile on his face. "Really? I didn't think he didn't like me on the team so much?" As Shursui pretended to be upset. "Alas. I even feel sorry for myself. Such a duet, but nothing lasts forever. By the way, your teammate. This is Tenzo, and then, as usual, he comes out of the corner. Hello, I'm Tenzo, or you can call me Yamato," Naruto's nightmare said with a smile. "Hello, Yamato, I am Shursui Uchiha. I heard that you possess the cells of the first?" "Yes, in general. So we've met. You're free to go," Minato said before he heard a knock on the door. "Come in." Naruto's POV. Before going to the Hokage and getting gifts from him, I decided to go shopping with Itachi. First we went to the grocery store. They looked at me with disgust, hatred, not the same as in childhood, but fear and a little bit of sympathy. They looked at Itachi with admiration, shot loving eyes, some with lust, yes. There was even a daredevil who, in front of me, proposed to Itachi to marry him. Itachi was taken aback by this at first. It played into the man's hands and he wanted to kiss the girl, when a fist filled with chakra and a small part of Kurama's chakra flew into him. "Can't you see, she's busy, and you're the one who was hitting on Obito's wife? Then you can have a second helping," Naruto said with a grin and rubbing his fists. "Demon!" The Chunin shouted and flashed his heels in an unknown direction. And I was just stretching my arms," Naruto said. "Darling, let's go to the store." "Forget about this moron," Itachi whispered in Naruto's ear with a gentle smile. "As you say, my love," Naruto replied with the same smile. After the grocery store, they went to buy clothes. Itachi had already suggested it. The pretext was that the house was decorated in bright colors and she wanted to match this image. They bought her a red t-shirt and denim shorts. Itachi did not remain in debt and made him buy something for himself, and here it is, an orange jacket with blue inserts on top and the same orange pants. Yes, hello to the good old jacket and pants. At this image, Itachi smiled and frowned playfully. "The clothes suit you very well, you look like the sun, but your hair is like a cloud. Blonde suits you." Itachi summed it up. "I understand, but I'm afraid I won't have time to wash off the paint." Naruto didn't have time to finish speaking before Itachi interrupted him. "Sit down, I can remove it with chakra, and while I remove the paint we can talk," Itachi said, patting the empty seat. "Listen, Itachi, who is this Chunin? Do you know him?" Naruto asked. "No, I just know that he is a teacher at the academy." "I'm afraid to imagine what he teaches children, He couldn't help but chuckle into his fist. Itachi agreed. To be continued. "Obito, I always wanted to ask, how do you like my 2 stripes?" Rin said while sitting at the stove. The sound of a falling spoon was heard, and the food was already stuck, so much so that the owner of the Sharingan began to cough. "Come on, drink. Okay? Why are you scaring me?" "Rin, what 2 stripes?" asked Obito, whose eyes were like saucers and with a stupid smile. "Like these." She pointed to her cheeks, which had purple stripes on them. That's when Obito fell into a drop. Ha ha, forget it. I like your stripes, just like you. Having laughed, he hugged the woman from behind. And you thought I would take. But Obito didn't let her finish. Oh, right, fool, Kakashi invited me. I don't get it, why the insults right away? I invite him to write a fanfic and he's there, Obito said, quickly running out of the house through the houses. Obito Uchiha, if you run out like this again. Oh damn, now I'll have to rest here alone. The Jinchuriki of the three-tailed crowed and quickly calmed down. Commentary on Chapter 9 or Still Not a Genin. Hello everyone. This part came out earlier, so there is less of it because the author-sama got lost on the road of life and a black cat crossed our path. I wanted to post it at 3 in the morning, but it was not meant to be. By the way, I say hello to Kakaruzka, No Name Animschnick and Jiraiya-sama. And also, I took out debts on my phone so I won't be able to write to you, because the money will be eaten up and my internet has been floating, and so I will borrow Wi-Fi from my parents to write from time to time. Good luck, guys. Don't get sick, leave reviews and bye. Chapter 11 or distribution In the last chapter it was written that Naruto and Itachi were going shopping. On the way they met perverted sensei, who was trying to get close to our main character's girlfriend. Naru himself showed what it's like to get close to other people's girls. After that they bought all sorts of things, and Naruto changed his hair color. And then they went to the Hokage's residence, and on the way they were pestered by impudent guys/girls who asked to get to know them. In such company they already reached the door of the office of the head of the village of Lista. Having waited for the audible sound of "Come in," our couple entered the room. "Hello, Hokage-sama." They announced their presence in chorus. "Itachi? You're free." "She'll stay here. She needs to hear too." Naruto interrupted Minato before he could finish. "Okay. Puppy," the fourth one said in a quiet whisper so that he wouldn't be heard, but that's not true. "Please, no insults, and straight to the point." Naru answered with a grin from ear to ear. Somewhere the crunch of innocent office paper was heard. "So, I'll tell you right away, Naruto Uzumaki, you're being demoted to the rank of Jonin. There was a 10-second lull that no one broke and I'm taking your house with my wife and daughters." "Hey, why? On what grounds are you taking my house?" "That's the first thing. Secondly, I'll give up the rank of ANBU. I've wanted to retire for a long time. Thirdly, ask your mother and sisters about that. And also, eat some fish, maybe you'll gain some brains." Minato's left eye started twitching at the last words and he restrained himself from killing him right then and there. But he understood that he was weaker than him, and that made it worse. "You will be sent as an additional mentor to the team. You will find out which one at the academy. Today is the assignment." "Okay, who's the second captain of the team?" Naruto asked. "Itachi. To say that it was good is to say nothing at all. It would have been possible to, accidentally, pester him on missions, and maybe even more hentai, don't expect it yet." "Okay," answered Blondie, with devils dancing in his eyes. "Okay, everyone's free to go," Minato said with a sigh. "Hi," everyone in the office said in unison. "We're home," Naruto announced his arrival. And when they entered the living room, they saw Kushina talking to Mikoto. "Hello, Mikoto-san." "Just Mikoto or Mama, whatever you want," she said with a smile. "Mom. Mom? Yes? I'm his mom," Kushina thought. And outside she was drinking tea and smiling, only the cup hid her grin. Okay, why is it so quiet?" Naruto said, listening. "The girls went to the academy, that's why it's quiet. Otherwise, the whole house would have been destroyed. By the way, why did the Hokage call you?" In the last sentence, she deliberately emphasized the Hokage, because after everything that happened, she doesn't even want to say his name. "I was demoted to Jonin and now I'm the team's mentor. Just like Itachi," he explained, hiding the fact that Minato wanted to take the house in there. "Okay, sit down, I'll cook something in the meantime." POV Sasuke Uchiha. Everything is like in canon, but Team number 7 Menma Namikaze Sasuke Uchiha. Hooray! Sasuke is with me. You know who shouted to the whole village. TCH. Idiot. Sasuke gritted her teeth, because this blonde had been annoying her for a long time. How lucky Itachi is! Why didn't Naruto and I meet earlier? Oh, the youngest was indignant, because there was an idiot on the team. Just not Sakura. Kami, I beg you. Menma, will you let me continue? Excellent. So Sasuke Uchiha and... So why is he dragging out my death? Sakura Haruno. For what? In what worlds have I sinned, Sasuke? Of course I have. We have all sinned. Mentors, Itachi Uchiha, but the teacher was not allowed to finish. Itachi too. How lucky am I? Ha 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 ha. Menma laughed with a madman's cry. Menma. Mentors, Itachi Uchiha and... What second sensei? Naruto Uzumaki. And it was already possible to hear whispers about the legendary ANBU, and not about the demon. Naruto? He serves in ANBU with his brother Shursui, really. To be continued. Wait, my dears. Commentary on Chapter 11 or Distribution. Hello everyone, dear readers. Here's a new part. Oddly enough, I quickly released it. Not enough, I know, but what can I do? I will try to write up to 5 or 4.3 pages, but I will have to wait a long time. Everyone leave comments. Maybe we will break the record and there will be 200 waiters. By the way, go to Discord. Let's chat and ask questions to me and other authors. Besides, there is a YouTuber there and they have a voiceover you can watch. We are waiting, smiley face. https://discord.gg/kxw3y3k Chapter 12 or team number 7 What? And the demon, what did you forget? Menma shouted again. Menma. Oh. This is the Hokage's order. Iruka said tiredly. Iruka-sensei, when will our senseis arrive? The pink-haired girl asked, her braid watching Menma. They should be here soon, Sakura-chan. Iruka said, looking at some papers on the table. After about an hour and a half. Where do they disappear to? Sakura said, angry and cursing the senseis. Sakura, sit down already. Uchiha said with an unperturbed look, but she also wanted to know where her friends were disappearing to. Okay, Sasuke-chan. Having said this, she walked along the rows, to the desk where Menma was sitting and sat down with him at the same desk. And Menma-kun, do you want to come with me, eh? Shut up, Sakura. I don't need you. I have MY Itachi and SAS. But Sasuke didn't let him finish. What makes you think that we are yours? You have too much, but Menma didn't let him finish. And why am I comparing this name to shit? Shut up, Sasuke. I'm the Hokage's son. So you all should worship me. Menma said as the doors open and in walks. Oh, sorry, you've got the wrong office, said the boy, running further into the corridor. Damn. Where are they? Sakura was still angry. We're already here. Naruto and Itachi said as they entered. Where have you been? And you, demon, how dare you be late? I am the son of the Hokage. Menma yelled so loudly that it could be heard even in the street, and the residents turned their gazes to the academy. Oh, calm down, Menma, we were just busy with important things, Naruto said looking at the ceiling. Okay, that's it, let's go to the roof of the academy, Itachi already said. After that there was a poof sound and the senseis were gone. What? Clones? Sakura asked. They are so lazy that they can't even come themselves. Menma was angry, and he screamed so loudly that the senseis on the roof interrupted their dialogue to laugh. Menma, stop yelling! We better go, Sasuke said, already standing at the door. After 5 minutes, there were already 2 people on the roof and they were talking about something. Naruto, why did you want to kill him? Itachi asked. He is a dangerous man, Itachi, but because of my mother I couldn't kill him. I need to go to a good person. I even fed the tailed beast illusions, but they didn't help. The dialogue ended with the door creaking, announcing the entrance. Well, sit down, Naruto said, pointing to the benches opposite them. They actually sat down on them. Only Sasuke took one bench and did not let Sakura and Menma out. Tell me, name, what you like, what you don't like, dreams, goal. Hobbies, Itachi said and looked at the pink-haired girl. Sensei, give me an example, said Sakura. I am Itachi Uchiha. I don't love secret. I don't see any point in revealing my dreams and goals to you. My hobby is cooking, Itachi said with a bored look. To be continued. Commentary on Chapter 12 or Team Number 7. Oh guys, I'm sorry. I wanted to start writing this afternoon, but I fell asleep late and woke up at 5 in the evening. Here's such a short chapter. Please don't hit me. And don't throw slippers. Here's a Discord server where authors of various fanfics sit, which you'll also like. But first, read the server rules. Winky face, https://discord.gg/kxw3y3k. There you will find such authors as AvasProCadet, Toxiat3, Nasorinjex, Dark1s, TVS, and other authors. Thanks to the beta for fixing the errors. By the way, some people want me to add Sasuke to the Naruto pairing. What do you think? If you want, put 1, if you don't, put 2. Chapter 13 or Minato ==========================================================================================================================But you didn't say anything except your name and hobby, and that was probably made up, the pink-haired girl said, and began to look at Menma. Then tell me about yourself, Itachi said, pointing her finger at Haruno. Sakura Haruno. I love, a look at Menma dash. She squealed, not at all embarrassed by the others, but everyone seemed ready to commit a one-time suicide, just so as not to hear Sakura. I don't like. She paused, then continued. Demon! Naruto just smirked at this, and Itachi giggled, which made Sakura regret her words a million times over. Continue. Letting out a lazy voice like Shikamaru Naruto. My dream. Another look at Menma, and Naruto immediately covered his ears. Itachi tried not to laugh, which she succeeded in. My goal. Another look at Menma. I see, Naruto said, looking at Sasuke. Sasuke Uchiha? I love few things, and I don't love many. A dream, although it's more of a goal, to surpass my sister and make one idiot fall in love with me, Sasuke said and blushed sweetly. Naruto was curious. Who was this lucky guy? Who was chosen by Uchiha Sasuke herself? But he wasn't going to ask. And Itachi already knew who her Imuto fell in love with, and she wasn't against him dating her. And Menma was making eyes at Sasuke, to which she snorted. Sakura was sitting and burning the Uchiha's back. Seeing that Naruto wasn't going to start, she decided to let Menma start. Come on, now you, Itachi said, resting her head on Naruto's shoulder. Seeing this, Menma gritted his teeth and began to speak. Menma Namikaze. I love Itachi and Sasuke. He shouted the names of his lovers, and I hate the demon. Menma shouted, spitting saliva in all directions, and looked at Naruto. A dream, like a goal, to become Hokage, and also to destroy such trash as the demon. Menma continued to rinse Naruto. I'd take something newer. Look, that same Haiden will find something to call me Naruto thought. Oh, okay, everyone is free. Tomorrow be at 5 o'clock at training ground number 7. Please do not eat and do not be late, Naruto said, after which he left in a shunshin. Minato Namikaze POV. I am Minato Namikaze, the fourth shadow of fire. Husband. The current ex-husband of Kushina Uzumaki. Father of my beloved children Minako, Maki, Menma and Naruto. Not a day went by that I regretted that he ended up in an orphanage. After that I started to notice strange things, and then I changed completely. Flashback. This pile of waste paper again, how much more can you take? We need to push it off either on Obito or Kakashi. Fugaku won't agree because Mikoto convinced him with one wink. And Shikaku, due to his great laziness, and his signature phrase, problematic, won't want to. I also talked to Danzo-sen about this. It turns out he's a good person. The first time I saw him, I thought he was some kind of dark person, beating from under the weight, and true to his ideals. But no, the first time I was so wrong. After talking to him for a while, I can say, he's a very open and interesting person. Having cleared out all the rubble, I go home. Kushina won't leave me alive. Then she said that she was pregnant. To say that I was happy is to say nothing. Then I decided to inform my friends and the third about this. But problems awaited me. It turns out that during pregnancy, the nine-tailed fox can escape. But the third told me that I would just have to hold the seal and make sure that the QB doesn't get out. But I was also warned that there is another way. There is a Fuan seal, and if Kushina studies it before the 3rd month of pregnancy, then she can strengthen the protection of the 8 trigram seal. To do this, you need to dig around in Yuzushio-gakure. Oh, I hope I don't end up anywhere, otherwise Kushina will kill me because of her worries. Oh, she's like that. And I named the child Naruto. I believe that he will be a legendary shinobi. I'm talking about his future right away. I can't wait for him to be born. I will cuddle him, play with him. I will give him and Kushina a huge future. I swear, as Hokage. And if I do anything, let my own son take my life. I've gotten off topic a bit. So, I need to get to the territory of what was once a country in the whirlpool. I decided not to take people, leaving everything to Danzo with Fugaku and Shikaku. I'm sure that the 3 of them will definitely handle it. 15 days have passed, 2.5 years remain until the end of the required period. Here I am, on the territory of the once famous village, the clan of red-haired devils. It took me a long time to get here. Fortunately, Ashina-sama had maps of the Yuzushio-gakure area and the passage to it. Yeah, the countries didn't spare her. Okay, I'll start with the archives. The archives were full of useless documents, mission reports, about some Uzumaki, and these were Nagato Uzumaki, Ashina Uzumaki, Kushina, Aoi Uzumaki. I can't read any further, the scroll is burnt. So then we need to go to the Yuzuki's residence. Yeah, a collapsed building. It was easy to get through, since the map helps. Markers of traps, mines from explosive seals and seals for triggering techniques. So, the main floor has collapsed, but the stairs, though flimsy, are barely holding up. So, the 2nd floor can still be examined. During the search, I found nothing. Failure. So, what's behind the door? It's not marked on the map. Maybe this is the hiding place with the scroll? It's a bit dark. I walk down the corridor, it's creepy. Wow. Really, I found it. So, there's a chest on the table. Oh Kushina, I'll soon, thought Minato, as the scroll sparkled and with a little smoke and poof, disappeared. At first Minato didn't understand anything, but then he began to feel sleepy, and his eyelids became heavy as lead, and later he fell asleep. When he woke up, he found himself in pitch darkness. Later he heard the sounds of the laughter of a man. Later it emerged. A creature, completely white in color, which was visible in all this darkness. 2 large poisonous yellow eyes without a pupil, just 2 yellow circles. It was the size of a 5-year-old child. It walked on all 4s, the rings on its back were visible. Minato was overcome by fear, he had never seen anything like it. The creature took a couple of steps and stopped. It seemed like there was no mouth, but it spread into a smile, exposing its sharp and long teeth on the lower jaw. And then, with a nasty laugh, it disappeared. End Minato's POV. Minato woke up in a ward. His head hurt terribly. Feeling a weight on his chest, he tried to sit up, but Kushina felt it, holding his rather formed belly and helped the man sit up. Minato looked at his belly in surprise, and thought, "Am I late?" The woman had dried tears on her face. The woman spoke first, smiling a sad smile. "Is this a dream again?" she said. "No, Kushina. This is not a dream." Tell me." Minato did not have time to finish speaking, as Kushina pressed him to herself, and began to, "No, not like that," cry. Fugaku, Shikaku came into the room and wanted to take Kushina away, but Minato stopped them, saying that he could handle everything himself. Having calmed down, Kushina fell asleep. Having laid her on the bed, and barely getting out of the room, he wandered to one of the nurses. She immediately put him on the sofa and went to call the head doctor. Then the head doctor and Fugaku came. He was interested in how long he had been lying there, and they told him that he had slept for 7 months. But Fugaku decided to keep quiet about the almost miscarriage. 1 month has passed. A lot had happened that month. Kushina was very worried. She was afraid to imagine giving birth. She wondered, what is it like? Is it painful? And so on. The village was flourishing, as was the creature. Minato tried to ignore the voices. Other people's screams, pleas for help. That same nasty laugh. Crying, giggling. Minato felt like he was going crazy. This went on for another month. Minato was really starting to go crazy. Aggressive without reason. Silent and mumbling for 10 minutes. Talking to himself. One day, this got bored and decided to end the game and invite him over. Because of his tiredness, the blonde decided to try to sleep a little. He woke up in the dark